For our same but different artwork, I have a white piece of paper, I have a black marker, and I have my crayons. I'm going to place my paper vertical, going up and down, and I'm going to start by doing a waving, just very gently waving line in the middle of my paper. I'm just kind of guessing where the middle is. And now I can put houses or buildings or trees on my artwork, and you can choose what those look like. I'm going to start with, I'll do a tree that's going off the side of the page right here. So I'm going to come and do a trunk and maybe a branch and then a top of a tree. And then maybe a little ways over, I'll do a house. So I'm going to start with a rectangle and a triangle top and a rectangle door and maybe a dot for a doorknob and square windows. And I could even put in those lines there and maybe a chimney and maybe even a swirly line coming out of the chimney. And I will do a different building here, maybe one that has a bunch of windows. So I might do a door, and then I might do more square windows. And I could have another building going off the side. So perhaps I come up. Maybe this one, the roof kind of hangs over the side like that. And if I want to, I can put a sun in my sky. So just real simple lines. And now we have to recreate that same shape and size on the bottom. So I can come down this way. If it's easier, you can turn your paper, but I'm going to try my best to look at it this way and do it. And then I'm going to come from here, like that. I'm going to do my rectangle down for this building. And it comes to right about there on my tree, so I'll stop. Bring it over. I have my triangle top. I have my rectangle door, so see how I'm matching up my lines. This is the bottom of the house, and then I start the house again. This is the bottom of the tree, and I started the tree there. So I'm going to come to the bottom of my door and do my rectangle. I'm going to put the dot on the same side as that dot, and I'm going to do my square windows and my lines in my windows. I need to do my chimney on the same side right here, and I need to recreate my curlicue. I'm going to come down over here and do a line down. It's going to come to about here where the top meets that. I'm going to connect, and I'm going to do my door same way. And then I'll start my windows. I have to count and make sure I do the same number. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to do 4 on each side. And then I'm going to come right next to it and do the other 4. And then my last house is going to come maybe about in between my second and third window there. And then my triangle top come out a little ways and up. And then that sun will be also right about here. Okay, so now I have it drawn. So I have the same image on the top of the line and the bottom of the line. Just like in the story, same, but different, now we have to make them different. So they're the same, but different. We're going to use warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors remind us of the sun and things like fire or warmth. So we'll do yellow, orange, and red. And cool colors remind us of the ocean or ice. So purples and blues, and you can add green into that. So you can choose, do you want your cool colors on the top or your cool colors on the bottom? It does not matter. In fact, I could flip it either way, right? What's the top and what's the bottom, really? It could go either way. So I'm going to start with my cool colors on the top. And I have a variety of purples and blues, so I can get them all out and use those while I'm working. And my greens. Okay, so I can just pick and choose what I want. Obviously, they won't all be realistic. My trunk will not be brown, right? If I want that to be green, I can make it green. I just need to use a different shade for the trunk. So I'm going to do a blue trunk. And while I'm coloring, I really want to work on my coloring skills. I want to make sure that I'm coloring within the lines that I just created, that I'm going in the same, generally the same direction. So see how I'm coloring up and down inside this trunk? I'm not switching a bunch of directions. I want to keep it neat and clean, and I also want to fill it in so there's not a lot of white space showing. That means I've done my best to try to fill it all in. Now I could use a green for my top of my tree, and again, really working on my coloring skills. I'm going to finish my cool colors and we'll meet back again for the warm colors. I have finished my cool colors on the top, and now I can flip it over and do my warm colors. I have a variety of reds, pinks, oranges, and yellow. So now I'll use that to color the other side of my artwork to create that same but different artwork. Might do a little pink in my sun. Again, really working on using good coloring skills as I fill in my spaces. Staying within my spaces, not leaving a lot of white, going in the same direction if I can. I'm going to work on that and I'll see you in a minute. Here is my finished version of my same but different artwork with my warm colors and my cool colors. And like I said, it could be displayed either way. Either way. You can have fun designing your buildings, choosing your warm colors and cool colors, and working on your coloring skills while you do it.